was scrolling earlier, I saw one of those videos that just runs down the list of the wonders of the ancient world that aren't there. It shows you an AI generated image of what it used to look like, and then you kind of feel sad because things aren't there, with the exception of the Great Pyramids, which are right here. So I wanted to make sure that you all knew that you can go see parts of most of the other wonders of the ancient world. Some are in better conditions than others, but there's still stuff to see. So, of course, the easiest wonder of the ancient world to see is any of the 3 Giza pyramids. They are still here. You can go see them. Here is a picture that I took back in April. While you're in Egypt, if you make your way up to Alexandria, but you're wondering where's the Pharaoh's lighthouse, do not worry. There are a couple places where you can see parts of the actual literal lighthouse. You just have to assemble it in your mind and view it in your heart. One of the best and easiest places to see parts of the literal Pharaoh's lighthouse is where it used to be, which is now where the Kite Bay Citadel is. And in the Citadel's walls, both of the fortress itself and the outer wall, there are pink granite blocks that were once part of the original Pharaoh's lighthouse that have been repurposed, and if you know what to look for, once you see them, you will see them everywhere. In fact, there's even one visible in this photo. If you zoom in right behind these 2 guys right here, there's one of the granite blocks. In Turkey, there were 2 wonders of the ancient world there. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, seen here, and you can go to Ephesus today. In fact, I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful place, and it's worth making the extra stop to go see the location of where the Temple of Artemis used to be. There's not a lot to see these days. This is kind of all that's left of what was once a wonder of the world, but the fact that there is something here and you can look at it, that still counts. Also, when we were here last year, we saw a very cute cat and a turtle and that stork up there. So there is some wildlife to see as well. If you go down the coast in Turkey a little bit, you'll get to Halicarnassus, which is right here, and this is where the mausoleum of Halicarnassus was located. Back in the ancient day, it looked a little something like this, and these days, yes, it is in the same category of preservation as the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, which is a very we have to view it in our hearts type of situation, but again, there is something here. You can see the foundation, you can see some parts of the columns. There is something here to see. And last but not least, if you find yourself in Greece and you make your way down to Olympia and you go looking for the mighty Temple of Zeus at Olympia, which looked a little something like this back in the day, you will probably see a lot of flat things and some foundations and more than a few bits and pieces of columns. This is what the Temple of Zeus is looking like today. Again, we need to view it in our hearts. But if you walk on over to the Archaeological Museum there, and while you won't find any pieces of the actual statue of Zeus itself because that was made out of ivory and wood, you will see the pieces that were used to cast and mold the ivory elements of the statue that were found in the ruins of Phidias's workshop, Phidias being the sculptor, and that was next door, and you can see how the statue was made. And so that, I think, is pretty darn cool.